So, as I said, all of this, all of these memes, these confusing stories are, we want to know rhetorically what's really going on here. This and these are all wicked problems. These are the things we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks together. A series of case studies that present what Valerie Brown, John Harris, and Jacqueline Russell call wicked problems. Wicked problems are specifically, they're not morally wicked, but diabolical in that they resist the usual, all the usual attempts to resolve them. This is then talking about in 2014 book called Tackling Wicked Problems Through the Transdisciplinary Imagination. This is the nature of systemic injustice. This is the nature of how things get repackaged and so we're going to be looking at a number of these. It's a problem we can't solve. So our case studies are going to include, for example, the Navy Hill Clarence Thomas hearings in 1991, and we'll look at some more wicked problems like Gamergate around 2014, or this series of rape show controversy and women in comedy around 2012, all of which feed on this dual, frequently intermixed phenomena of I won't be conquered, and there it is again, political correctness run amok. And we're not going to be able to solve any of these problems. We can't solve them. They're not solvable. But what we can't, even though we can't solve them, what feminist rhetorics can do is help enact change in other ways, in vulnerable ways. So our case studies are going to include powerful collective calls for societal change like the Me Too movement, and among others, and others that you'll come up with as well. Feminist rhetorics is not about writing and delivering moving, reliably persuasive, claim-driven manifestos. Have a free of errors and logical fallacies. That's not what they're going to do. They're not going to make these changes happen. What we can do, actually, what we must do is locate, contribute to, and help circulate social change maybe already underway in some capacity. Push back against those really successful efforts that seem to be undermining efforts to move forward. Including rhetorical interventions that are no less important, yet dampening the intolerable strength and complexity of the wicked problems that reproduce systemic injustices generation after generation after generation. That's where feminist rhetorics are going to come in to help generate waves of consequences over extended, virtually unbounded period of time. All right, so in a second I'll talk about how